It's Why We Love Horror, the regular flagship show, coming at you whenever we feel like it. I'm JWMaher. That's Aaron Brooks. There's a movie I watched a few weeks ago, and I was just being a lazy piece of shit. I did not bother to review it. But Aaron just saw it yesterday, and he's much more attentive to the needs of this channel than I am. So we're going to cover it today. Aaron, what are we doing?
We're doing I Don't Understand You, the new movie from first-time directors David Joseph Craig and Brian Crano, starring Andrew Reynolds. Reynolds.
I always forget his name.
I always say the guy from Simple Favor who I liked, and Nick Kroll, who we all know and love from the Nick Kroll Show, The League, etc., Big Mouth, whatever else you see him in. This is a 2024 comedy horror movie, and I always specify horror comedy from comedy horror. This is a comedy horror, and I don't think it really tries to hide that. But it's definitely like a black comedy at that.
Oh yeah,
like this gets pretty much not quite as dark as The Coffee Table, but it gets pretty close. Like with some of the stuff, and we'll get into it when we get into spoilers here. But general premise: gay couple Nick Kroll and Andrew Reynolds, who go by Dom and Cole, or Cool as he's later. They're trying to adopt a child, and look at that, Amanda Seyfried is having a baby, and she needs a couple, and so it starts out kind of as like a typical like comedy. Honestly, I laughed laughed quite a bit before the title even hit. So I said to Abby before she fell asleep, which didn't have to do with the movie, it just has to do with Abby being Abby at this point. It's a good sign. I laughed 3 times before the title. So I knew going in from the trailer I was gonna at least somewhat be on the vibe, but I don't think the trailers quite give this movie the credit for how dark it gets.
Yeah, if you've seen the trailer, it goes like way beyond that what you see in the trailer, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. And once they get to Italy, of course, an accident happens. They get stuck in a road. I don't know if you want to put up spoilers at this point. We'll go ahead and go there. They get stuck in the road, and then the title of the movie, I just feel like, has like 17 comedic layers to it. It's quite a brilliant title. And on the basic level, they don't understand the people around them once they get into this like rural part of Italy. So when it's kind of like a Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Set, which is my favorite.
It is that vibe, definitely.
Yeah. So what are your kind of first thoughts on it?
Yeah. Like they first get to Italy and they meet with Dom's family friend who has set everything up for them. He set them up with like their little venture into the rustic rural part of Italy. He gets them a booking at this restaurant that was closed, but she's going to reopen. He basically lies to the lady, tells them that these two are huge fans of hers. So she reopens her restaurant, which is just a 1-table restaurant in her house. Mm-hmm. And the directions he gives them to get there aren't great. So they drive down it's your typical, like, our GPS is taking us down this dirt road, and then they get stuck. And then they're in such a rural part of Italy that nobody even bothers to speak English. They're just shouting Italian at them for the rest of the movie, which is great.
Yeah, no, and it's just a lot of, I'm sure I Don't Understand You is uttered like 10 or 15 times, especially by Nick Kroll. This movie, it's a great time. So, you get to like the first incident, you could say, after they get picked up by, is it Giovanni? Is that the name of the guy? I believe.
Well, yeah, keep talking. I'll look that up for you.
So they're picked up by one and he's, of course, in like a hoodie. It's rainy. It's dark out. So he looks shady. He just like kind of screams at him in Italian to get in the back of his car, takes him up to the house, and they run into the mom, the grandma type of character, played by Nunzia Sciano.
Nunzia Sciano.
And she's been in a lot of great movies. She's a great actress. And she does great here, to be honest with you as well. Like, she is so well acted. She's such a sweetheart. She just hasn't had any desire to cook since losing her husband, and now she's got like her zest for life back, and she's going to be in the kitchen, and she's just going to show them a great time, and everything like that. And then things go awry. They bump her. She falls down the stairs. And like at first, we're not sure if she's dead or not. So they decide to use the infant CPR lessons they've learned, in which Cole quickly goes, I wasn't paying attention to those like at all. Like, I don't know. I was just going to watch it when they got here, which, it's just like great, like comedic kind of chemistry between the two of them. End up doing CPR on her, break her like ribs. There's so many broken bones on this woman. And it like the sound design, it really did make me like, I was like, good God, like when they pick her up and don't support the head, support the neck.
Yes.
In your old women or babies, support the fucking neck.
I think one of the charms of this movie is there's so many small little things that are funny as hell and are like genuine misunderstandings. Like there's the fact that Cole is vegan or vegetarian rather,
right.
And like he has to eat like what is it? Horse sausage, just to be polite. There's the fact that like Dom fucks up his shirt and the mom gives him one of her dead son's shirts.
And then that just causes a huge problem when Massimo finally shows up.
Yeah,
son, like he's great as well, and he's just so like, and just the whole time they're just misunderstanding everything going on. I don't understand you. Like they're hiding her underneath the table as they're all just eating.
Yeah.
Finally, like I feel like the best misunderstanding of the movie with when he's like, "You're dead.
You're going to be dead. You're going to be dead." Like, oh my God.
And they just start like stabbing him like just barely lethally. Like in like just
Like they kill him to the point that he like clinically dies, and then they revive him with CPR, and he's like, oh, okay,
we saved him. We have saved him. And then they kill him again. Who's gonna kill you?
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, you're rooting for these guys the entire time, even though you're not supposed to. Like it's like you're not, but it's like you're like somehow in your mind watching a movie, like justifying each one of the things. You're like, if they could just get away, they could just leave these like two dead Italians and no one will ever care or no.
In these types of movies, usually like justice is served to the bad guys who you're rooting for. Yeah. But it was kind of a relief that like this movie, they get away with it.
Yes, they get away with it. Their baby, like everything's fine. Like they're like just speeding through, like a little bit here after they kill Massimo. The mom comes back to life again, like, and she's just like Massimo. So they have to kill her again, like, and like it's just like
Massimo has a girlfriend who like there isn't even like a mistake. It's like now they have to kill her because she's a witness.
Yeah,
and they're like trying to kill her.
Yeah, and they're chasing her down, and you're like rooting for them, like and it's so dark, and it's not like backing off the darkness, like it is like fully going into it. I'm like shocked by what was kind of made here because I was expecting it from the trailer to be a lot more tempered with how far it went with kind of each aspect of it. Throughout this movie, it keeps its meanness. It doesn't kind of back off it at all, which I really appreciated. One of my worries from the trailer was that like we kind of saw about as crazy as it gets with like the accidental murder, and it was going to kind of back off a little bit. I feel like with both the comedy and like the horror, like again with the sound design, mostly there's some good blood though in this movie as well, while not being overly gory. But like the stabs are like brutal on Massimo. Like you can like almost like feel them, and they feel like very real.
Because I don't know if they're baby gifts, whatever the gifts they're given are personalized pocket knives with their names spelled phonetically.
Yes, exactly. Which ends up saving Cole in the end in a way because he predictably drops it out, and then so they finish off the job. The mom comes back to life. They kill the girlfriend, and they're on their way back to the good old United States because Amanda Seyfried said right after I talked to you, like I went into labor.
And they do run over the farmer that helps them on the way out of town too, just for good measure. Yeah. And then there's a whole scene where you think like Interpol or whoever the Polizia is onto them, and like there's like the whole like they're racing through the airport. They're like they're going through security.
E7 need to get the gate E7.
And then you see like the cops are coming after them too, and the cops chase them down at the gate because Dom left his passport at customs.
Yes, and then when he gets handed the passport, it's a great line of, yes, 6 of you for 1 passport.
Yes.
Good work. And like the cop's like so proud. He's like, we did good, boys. And he like grabs him. He's like, good job, everyone.
Yes.
It's like we solved the crime. We got him his passport back. And then, they go home happier ever after. Like, and I have 0 problems with any of that at all. Like,
yeah. I'm glad for once. Like it's like the opposite of Breaking Bad. Like we rooted for them and we made the right decision.
Yes. Yeah. No, I think they're going to be great parents. So congratulations to Dom and Cool on your new baby boy. I believe it was. So yeah, good movie, good times.
And I believe they named him after. They named him Massimo, didn't they? Or no, they named him after the dead kid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Giovanni.
Yes.
Yes. Diabolical baby names.
And we will do this. Now that I think we probably rated it around the same. I forget what your rating was off the top of my head, but I'll go first. I think this, as far as like horror comedies go, it's really good. It's tight. If you like Nick Kroll and his style of comedy, you're gonna love this movie. It's not as crass as Big Mouth per se, but it's definitely in that vein. So I gave it 4 out of 5, 4 videotapes out of 5. What'd you think, Aaron?
Yeah, I was along the same lines. And Nick goes, commits to the gay in this. He kisses him, and he kisses him long and hard. So good job, Nick. Proud of you for committing to the bit. 4 out of 5 videotapes for me as well. It's just like a tight 90-minute. I feel like, while I didn't see it in the theaters, I do think it does have some good production value to it. But I feel like it's one you're going to enjoy just as much on a Friday night at home as you would. Like, this is one you're not losing on. So it just became available on streaming. I definitely check it out.
Yeah. So if you made it this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, share, go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. That is the Letterboxd challenge. We have a whole show about it now. But you can watch movies along with us. We'll give you some cool prompts. Maybe watch some movies you hadn't seen before. Check that out. If you're here on this channel, Monday it's Versus. Tuesday it's Why Liv Loves Horror. Everyone loves that show. Wednesday, Aaron Unwinds. Aaron's going through the Friday the 13th series. Thursday, we do the Why We Love Horror Letterboxd Challenge Watch Along show. That challenge I just talked about. We talk about it every week. And Friday, Why We Love Horror Trivia, 2 episodes or 1 giant episode, whatever I feel like doing. And then this Why We Love Horror, it's whenever we get a whimsy to throw a video out there. We do what we want. We're doing it on our terms now.
That's right.
But until next time, I'm JWMaher, and that's Aaron Brooks. We'll see you here on Why We Love Horror.